This is Dewi Maile Lim here with my first ever Substack Live. If anyone's tuning in with me here and now, would you give me a little thumbs up if you can hear me and see me okay? Yeah? Awesome. Just going to wait a moment to see what the response is like with this because I've never done a Substack Live before. So please bear with me. Today, I'm going to be discussing in a short amount of time as possible. I'm going to do my best to keep it brief, which is not of my strong suits is being brief, but I'm going to do my best to keep it concise into describing what I mean when I say Golden Age Salon, which is a new monthly group I'm launching online, completely free for now for way showing women to participate in. I can't tell if you all can hear me, but I'm just going to keep going. So a Golden Age Salon is a concept that I've been developing and kind of evolving over the years. In essence, you can think of a Golden Age Salon as a cross between a sister circle, a think tank where ideas are bounced around, where people are coming together with an intent and purpose to, yay, hi, Kathy, wonderful. With the intent and purpose to co-create something, to ideate something. And so there's this concept that is called a think tank, which a lot of times in the past, they've been like these global kind of groups of people where sometimes they're actually creating decisions on behalf of society. And I want to start to create my own. And I'm calling them Golden Age Salons because I also love this concept of the Renaissance salon, those salons of the old in like France and Italy where it was during this whole Renaissance kind of golden age where a lot of art was coming out and culture was being discussed in these private settings. And a lot of times they would be sponsored by wealthy women who were pillars in their communities, and they would come together and at these salons, different ideas would be discussed. There would be a very wide breadth of and swath of people who would come in, and from artists to people in different echelons of society. And it was a place where ideas would be shared and things would pop up and start to happen from there because these containers were made to inspire and create new ideas. And so I've been leading sister circles and entrepreneurial style groups for many years. I've had masterminds. I've had one-off groups. I used to do these things called the Visionary Sister Circle, and then I evolved it to the New Earth Sister Circle. And then I think I've had one other iteration. And for a while there, I was regularly offering these to my community globally, and really anyone who identifies as a way showing woman who knows that she came here for these times to anchor in a whole new paradigm are the women that I'm calling for to gather for these conversations. And it will be facilitated by me because time permitting, we're going to go for about 90 minutes each time we meet. And you can attend one or all. There's no like commitment to keep coming back. But my hope would be, and my invitation would be that you would be inspired to continue to show up for these. And this is going to be an offering that I just do complimentary to my community, and I facilitate these conversations and dialogues where we'll be able to each have the floor and share share our voice, share our visions, and also what we're currently grappling with as we span and navigate and bridge from these worlds between the old paradigm matrix of separation and control and dominance into unity consciousness, into a more egalitarian way of being with the age of Aquarius, this is inevitable that this is happening. We are in the thick of this transitional period. And especially in 2026, 2027, it's going to be extremely pivotal times. And so I want to hear from all of my sisters in my communities. I have a lot of different communities I'm a part of, and I'm kind of putting a broad stroke invitation out with this to invite you to come and co-create this golden age salon idea with me. My vision is that we get large enough that we'll need to kind of have multiple satellite groups starting eventually. And with the kind of format, I could teach it to other people, and you could start your own in your own community. With your own insular group, or if you want to open it up to the wider audience, you could too. But that is something that I've already been kind of proving the model for in my own group, which is called Creatrix Crew. And we meet once a week. We don't have a salon every time we meet. Often we're doing creative ceremony. My background is art. And so I use creative practice to help. Oh, excuse you. My doggy just coughed. To help. You want to say hi? Okay. She's making noise. So I'm just going to show her this is Liko. She's my golden age salon mascot. So in these groups, we are doing a salon style gathering where imagine a sister circle if you've been to one before, where every woman gets to share where she's at, what she's moving through. But really what these groups are for me we always have a lens, an evolutionary lens that I add in on all of this, like thematically for all of my groups, because I really want to support us through what we're going through and how we're evolving inwardly. And I know for me, like I have a lot of human stuff going on right now with family of origin stuff. I mean, it's 3 years later coming back up to be dealt with and addressed in a very direct way, in a very in my face way. And that's just because everything that is no longer resonant within this like new paradigm imprint that we're anchoring in can no longer, it's just an energetic mismatch. So I'm having my own inner work. And today when I met with my group, I was so grateful because I had a place to come and share what I was going through, with also like knowing like this is my human going through things, and this is all coming up for me, for the healing of my family line. And I know that it's all in perfect divine order and in divine timing. And when we can have groups of women coming together to talk about these more interpersonal things with the lens of the collective evolution and what we're going through, because it's very important to me that we focus on the evolutionary aspect of things, not to get stuck in the story or the Maya of things or the trauma aspect, but really how are we using it to lift and grow? And then what is our vision? What do we have to say about being a way shower in these times? What are we seeing happening in the collective? Because I believe each of us who's very much called to hold a leadership role in this time as a world bridger, as a way shower, has certain medicine codes, gifts, skills, and talents that are like a unique puzzle piece, right? That helps to be this part of this one big fractal experience of this one unfolding miracle that we're all part of. And that's going to be and is a hallmark of the golden age. So if you're interested in getting in on these co-creative emergent spaces with me, it's completely free to attend. I'm going to drop the link. It's bit.ly/golden age salon, 100% free to register. Again, this is for way showing women, leaders, luminary leaders, women who are medicine women who know that they came here to anchor in this new paradigm. Like we are the ones we've been waiting for. And if I get enough men also raising their hand, eventually I will look into having a co-ed group or maybe even an all men's one. I can find a brother to facilitate an all men's group. But for now, my audience is primarily women. I primarily work with women. And so this call in particular is for women way showers. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you join us. It's happening Friday morning, which is very auspicious because Friday is the day that 3i Atlas and the Earth are in closest proximity. It is also new moon in Sagittarius, which is the last new moon of the year. Okay, love you all. Let me know if you have any questions. Ahui ho.